Hello class, today we're going to continue to explore different ways of finding the equation of a line. Today we're going to try to come up with this equation when we are given 2 points. So let's use an example. Here's a question that asks us to find the equation of a line that passes through the points 1, 2, and 5, 10. So let's try to draw this first. The point 1, 2 in my grid here's 1 and here's 2. So that's my point 1, 2. The second point is at 5, 10. So 5 on the x and 10 on the y. There's my second point. So I need to find the equation of this line that passes through these 2 points here. Okay? So there are steps that I can take to come up with this equation of a line. Here they are laid out for you. Step 1 tells me that I need to first find the slope. Right? So if you think back to the equation of a line, the equation of a line that we want is y equals mx plus b. It's the easiest equation of a line that we know because it tells us the slope, that is our m, and it tells us our y-intercept, which is b. So the first step helps us to come up with this equation by first finding out the slope. So we have 2 points, 1, 2, and 5, 10. So we can use these 2 points to find the slope using the formula m is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. You may recall that I've talked about this before by using the short form symbol, which is delta y over delta x, or the change in y over the change in x. Recall that the first point, or x1 and y1, is always the point farthest to the left. So 1 is our x1, 2 is our y1. Then the point 5, 10 would be my x2 and my y2. So substituting these values in for y2, y1, and x2, x1, I should be able to come up with my slope. So my y2 is 10, my y1 is 2, my x2 is 5, and my x1 is 1. Okay, so now I just plug that in. 10 minus 2 is 8, 5 minus 1 is 4. So my slope is 8 over 4, which is simply 2. So there we have it, a slope that we can use to plug into our equation of a line. But we need something else. We need this y-intercept. So that is my second step. So my second step is going to be finding out the y-intercept for my equation. How I'm going to find out is to substitute the slope, which we calculate in step 1, and one of the 2 points that was given to me into the general equation. So as we said, the general equation is y equals mx plus b. We solved what m is in the first step, so I'm going to plug that in. The second step is to use a point. So I'm going to use my first point, which was 1, 2. Okay? So I'm going to use the point into my equation. Okay? So this is my x value, which is 1. So I'll plug that in for x. I still have my 2, and my y value is 2. And I still need to find my b. That's the whole purpose of plugging in this point, was to solve for my b, which is my y-intercept. So, solving for b, I've got 2 equals 2 plus b. Bring 2 to the other side, I've got 2 minus 2 equals b. 2 minus 2 is 0. So my b value is 0 for this equation. Now that I have my slope and my y-intercept, my third step is therefore to write the equation using the slope and the y-intercept that we calculated. So I can make a general statement saying that my equation of my line is y equals 2x plus 0.